Welcome back to imsocraigy, guys. This is the Christmas special. So today I'm visiting Santa's village in Lapland, Finland. Right now it's about minus 17 degrees, it's pretty nippy. It's about 2 in the afternoon, so the sun will be setting in about an hour or so, so I am hoping to get a glimpse of the northern lights because we've got a lovely clear sky today, guys. This is a massive tick off my childhood bucket list, guys, and it's my first time in Finland, so I can't wait to meet the big man himself. But before we get into that, guys, let's rewind to the beginning of this journey and see how I got here. So what I like to do before I travel, before I pack my bag, is I literally lay everything out on my bed so I can see what's going in the bag, and I pack it all in one go. Pack my bag, zip it up, and it's done. Instead of like packing gradually throughout the week, because then you forget what you've packed and you end up forgetting things. So I put it all on my bed, I can see everything's here that I need, get it in my bag, zip it closed, and I know 100% that everything's there. Because I'm taking only hand luggage, I'm packing light. So I'm taking a pair of joggers with me. This is like my warm gear, so I got my hat, my gloves, and I don't even know what this is, some sort of like scarf thing goes on your neck. I'm only going for 3 days, so I'm taking 2 pairs of socks, 2 pairs of boxers. I'm also taking cold weather socks, 2 t-shirts, I'm wearing the 3rd, my wash bag, and a few extra things, obviously my passport, my earphones, and padlock, because I'll be staying in a hostel. Good tip there, guys, always travel with a padlock, and it's all going in that bag. I'm going to be travelling in what I'm wearing now. I don't like travelling in jeans, but jeans being one of the bulkiest items that I'm taking with me, I'm going to wear them. And I'm also going to be wearing my hoodie and my winter coat as well, which I'm not going to enjoy on the plane, but again, they're too bulky to pack. So everything's here, guys, let's get it in the bag. When I travel, I keep my boxers and my socks in a separate bag within my bag because they're just small loose articles. I want to go looking for my bag. I don't want to be pulling out my boxers and my socks, so I put them in the bag, roll this up, and then just pull the bag out in one piece. You save a surprising amount of space rolling them up like that. I roll everything up separately as well, so I'll have my t-shirts rolled up together, my shorts if I'm going on a summer trip, my trousers, as opposed to getting everything together and rolling it up into one giant ball. I'm not taking the towel with me, guys, because the hostel will have towels for me to use. Normally I would travel with a towel, but I'm trying to save even more space than normal because I want to have space to bring back some presents and some souvenirs, guys, for Christmas. And that is it, guys. I've got loads of space left in here. Obviously I've got to make room for my camera. And that is pretty much what I'm packing for a 3-day trip to the Arctic Circle, guys. It's certainly not an ideal way to travel. I'm going to be boiling in this and this, but it saves me having to buy luggage, don't it? Let's go. So I was in work on mornings Wednesday and off until Sunday, so I thought, what better way to spend 3.5 days off work than going to see Santa? The journey was a right pain, but the comfort of a simple journey is what you sacrifice if you want to travel on the cheap. My journey was as follows. Wednesday evening I drove to Stansted Airport to drop my car off at the airport parking, which I would normally avoid, but due to me arriving late when I come back on Saturday night, there was no transport running, and because I'm working all day Sunday, I had to be back on time. I arrived at Stansted Airport parking around midnight and it cost me 39 quid for the 3 days. I then had to take a 1.5 hour coach to Luton where my flight was departing from. The coach got me there for around 2 AM and cost me 19 quid. The return flight cost me 178 quid in total and is returning to Stansted, which is why I left my car there. The flight left at 6:10 Thursday morning, but because I had a layover in Latvia, I arrived at Helsinki around 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Hi guys, I'm currently in Riga in Latvia. I've never been to Latvia before, it's the first time, but obviously this doesn't count because it's just an airport layover. I'm just outside the airport now, so as much as I'd love to count it, everyone knows layovers don't count. But I will come back here, 100%. Very interesting place it seems. I was in work yesterday from 8 in the morning, and then straight after work I had to pack my bag and everything, get ready for this trip. So really the only sleep I've had is, I don't know, 2, maybe 3 hours max on the plane. And now I've got to fly to Helsinki in about 2 hours time. So I'll see you there, guys. I arrived in Helsinki about 3 p.m. I then took bus 600, which is a direct bus from the airport into the middle of the city. It costs €4.60 and takes about 30 minutes. Don't worry about taking the bus in Helsinki, guys. They display the stops on the screen, so as long as you know what stop you need to get off, you can just wait for your stop to come up on the screen and get off there. It's nice and easy. My hostel cost £20 a night and I stayed there for 2 nights. After my time in Finland, on Saturday night I had to take bus 600 back to the airport to get my return flight back to Stansted, which left about 10 p.m. I landed in Stansted around midnight, picked up my car and drove 1.5 hours back home, getting me home for about 1:30 in the morning, leaving me with enough time to rest up for work the next day. And this just goes to show that there is always time to travel, guys. This journey may sound like a headache to most people, but to me it's part of the excitement of travelling. I love it. Alright guys, I'm not suggesting you should go through the extreme lengths of travelling that I went through and spend over 400 quid just on a weekend break. I'm just a freak with a strong commitment to his YouTube channel. But my point is, if I can get to Lapland, an extremely remote and far out part of the world, with just 3 days off work, and you can get to Madrid, Paris, Rome, or wherever, super easy and super practically, guys. Anyway, I'm in Helsinki, I just got to my hostel. I've been travelling for about 17 hours. I'm pretty tired, but it's 4 in the afternoon, so I'm going to go out and check out what the city has to offer. I've never actually seen an ice hockey game before. That's on my bucket list, actually, to go to Canada and watch a proper ice hockey game. Those only nippers, but still pretty interesting. I wanted to see some fights, like they were playing like pussies. Look at all this snow. It's mad, isn't it? Very hungover I am, guys. Let's have a little explore, shall we? Helsinki is pretty cool. It definitely has this sort of like Russian vibe to it, which would make sense considering it does border with Russia. But yeah, it's a cool little place. Doesn't seem like there's a lot going on, a lot like Stockholm, but there's a lot of people about, which is cool. And I'm slowly discovering the pub culture, and I think it's pretty cool too. I was in a few bars last night and everyone was super social, kind of like an Irish vibe on the pub culture, which I like. And speaking of pub culture, I am sightseeing, so in typical imsocraigy fashion, I'm gonna go for a pint because I don't like sightseeing when I'm sober. I just get bored, even if it's really amazing what I'm looking at, like this building now, I'll show you in a second. I just get bored. So I found this cool bar, I got recommended it last night, called Mate Bar. Alright mate. So I'm gonna go and check it out. But first check out this building. Whoa, that's pretty, isn't it?
Two things you'll see everywhere you go in this world. The golden arches and an Irish pub.
The next day I took a flight to Rovaniemi in Lapland, which is where Santa's village is. This is the airport you want to fly to. If you're not on a budget, you can fly there direct, but it is a hell of a lot more expensive. Santa's village is free of charge to visit, so it's the accommodation is where they get you, which is why I opted to stay in a hostel in Helsinki and fly up to Lapland for the day. The flight up cost me 125 quid return and returned that night, giving me a total of 10 hours up in Lapland, which was more than enough for me. It sounds crazy, but I saved a huge amount doing it this way. Although, if I wasn't on a budget, I would have loved to have stayed up there in one of those glass igloos where you might get a chance of seeing the northern lights. Doing it my way also meant that I could explore Helsinki too, which is a place that I've never been to and is another tick off my list. Santa Claus village is about 3 kilometers from Rovaniemi airport. You can pre-book a coach from the airport to get you there directly. I didn't pre-book a coach, so I was about to walk there before I seen there was a local bus that went to Rovaniemi. I asked the driver to drop me off as close to the village as she could and I'd walk the rest. Santa's village is also free of charge to enter and is open all year round, although winter is the best time to go, giving you a chance of seeing the northern lights. It's also free to see Santa too. However, if you want to get a photo with him, it's €50. You're not allowed to take in your own camera, so as disappointing as it is, guys, I'm sorry to say Santa's not going to be in this video. The Arctic Circle crosses through the middle of Santa's village too, and it's marked out on the ground, which is pretty cool. Just like that, I'm north of the Arctic Circle for the first time in my life. Line of the Arctic Circle, there's even a live feed on YouTube so you can have your family tune in and watch you while you're there. That's what I did. I'll link the feed in the video description. The village itself is super fun for kids, however it does lack a festive feel. There's not much atmosphere and it's not really that Christmassy at all. There is lots to do there though, with Snowman World, which has ice slides, reindeer sleigh rides, loads of shops, snowmobile riding for the kids and much more. It was a clear day and a clear night while I was there, so I had high hopes to see the northern lights, but unfortunately the northern lights didn't even come out to play either. I was very disappointed with that, guys. I am planning to go to Svalbard in January or February to see the northern lights anyway, so make sure you subscribe to my channel for that one, guys. And also, if you're enjoying this video, give it a thumbs up. There is a kid-free zone at Loft Bar, which is where I spent most of my time. Right, so I am at Santa's village. Behind me, you'll see the main square. Right there is the Arctic Circle, the line of the Arctic Circle. So right now I'm north of the Arctic Circle, and this is the most northern place I've ever been in my entire life. After this it's Reykjavik. As is custom with every new place I go, I get myself a local beer. So today it's literally called Lapland Lager. Let's give it a try. I haven't tried it yet. I've opened it but I haven't tried it yet. Aye, that's not bad. That's alright, that. It's warm, but I don't know if it just feels warm because the outside temperature is -15. There it is, guys. And I'm here having a beer. Cheers. Normally you would think, oh my god, Lapland, it's in the Arctic Circle. It must be so remote. Nothing must be there. Yeah, I thought that too. And then I came here. I realised, actually, it's not as remote as you might think it is. I'm back in Helsinki and I found a 24/7 pizza vending machine. So let's have a little look. I'm feeling pretty peckish. So also, what I forgot to mention, I spent a lot of time in Rovaniemi getting drunk. Still a little bit drunk, but not that drunk. And this guy's pretty drunk though. Wicked. So I'm gonna get myself a pizza anyway. Let's have a look what we got. The Hawaiian definitely stands out to me because of the anus part of it, but it's all about the arroz and I'm just not a big fan of arroz, so I'm gonna go for the best seller. Can't go wrong with a chicken barbecue with some rankin kurma, mozzarella, canna, pecconi, cipolla, barbecue, and castike. Everyone loves a bit of castike, so that's what I'm going for. Right, pizza in 3 minutes it says. Let's go. 3-minute timer on the phone. Bosh, bosh. Start that. Here we go. Right, so we're 4 minutes in, and the pizza's just coming out. Boom, 3 minutes, my ass. What do you think of it? 3 minutes?
Enough.
It's enough. 4 minutes, dude. 4 minutes. Look at that. Hey, it's not bad. It's not a bad pizza. What do you think of it? It's good? So I got this Finnish drink. What's the name of it?
Salamari.
Salamari. There it is.
Yeah.
Here we go. Be careful with that now.
Yeah.
Cheers, guys. Salamari. Salute. Oh, that's actually alright. Actually, that's alright. Initially, it was like licorice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's alright. I like it actually. Yeah. Give me some more Salamari. Salamari's on the house. Amen. And this is my mate. Where's he gone? Here he is. This is my best mate.
Yes.
Oh, now we gotta pee. Thank you so much for tuning in to my video, guys. Subscribe to my channel for more, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. This is my last video of the year, guys, so I hope you all have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and I'll see you next year with some more Craigie adventures.